The day they knew. Winter, 1944. Tokyo's skies were colder now, not with snow, but with silence. The silence that comes before something ends. The empire that once stretched across the Pacific was shrinking by the day. The same oceans that had carried Japan's ambition were now the highways of its destruction. Every wave brought something new. American ships, bombers, and a truth that could no longer be denied. In an underground war room beneath the Imperial Palace, a handful of officers stood before a massive map of the Pacific. The red lines that once marked Japan's expansion had been pushed back, island by island, battle by battle, until they formed a small, trembling circle around the homeland. No one spoke, because no one had to. The silence itself was the confession. An admiral, once proud, now pale and tired, broke the silence with a whisper that echoed through the room. "This is the day we knew." The men didn't ask what he meant. They all knew. It was the day they realized that Pearl Harbor, the attack that had once symbolized Japan's greatest triumph, had in truth sealed its fate. The Empire's victory had been an illusion, a flash of light that blinded them from the darkness ahead. In the months after Pearl Harbor, Japan had dreamed of dominance. But dreams can only survive when reality allows them to. Now reality had arrived, in the form of relentless air raids, starving cities, and a new American weapon whose power no one yet understood. The Navy was broken, the army scattered, and the people had begun to lose faith. Even the Emperor's words no longer carried the same divine calm, because behind them, everyone could hear the sound of warplanes approaching. That night, a firebombing raid swept across Tokyo. The sky turned red. The wind howled through the ruins of what was once the heart of an empire. Men who had once fought for glory, now fought to save their families from the flames. And as the city burned, one general stood on a rooftop and whispered to himself, "We have awakened a giant, and he will not sleep again." By morning, half the city was gone. But the truth that had been hidden for years was finally visible in the smoke that covered the sunrise. Japan was losing, not just the war, but the very idea of who it was. The nation that had believed itself invincible was now surrounded, outmatched, and out of time. The illusion was over. The empire was falling, and for the first time since the war began, its leaders no longer asked, "How do we win?" but "How will this end?"